So have y'all ever been in a situation where you're dating somebody, but you choose not to take it to the next level? You choose not to enter a committed relationship with them. And then you start dating somebody else, right? You start dating this new person, and you might end up committed with them. You might not get all the way there, but it's kind of serious. But it doesn't work. So you eventually go back to the original person, and they feel like you're settling for them. They feel like you're only trying to date them because it didn't work out with the new person. And in reality, you might just have to test the water to see what was best for you. You might have got out there in the streets and realized, you know what, the streets not for me, and I'm actually out here looking for things that I had in you, and you're the person I want to be with. But in Terry's situation, that person always feels like I settled for them, and they can't trust that I really want to be with them. And I've been in this situation numerous times. It's not about anybody in particular. It's about everybody, actually. Because it happens to me so often, or it happens to, I don't know who it's happening to, if it's happening to me or happening to them, but it's happening, and I don't like the shit. So here we are. We're going to break it down today. I hope all of you listen, including the people who this affects in my life.
Just different.
Welcome to Terry Rosa Podcast, man. We're back with another episode. I got a new guest here. Before I introduce my guest, log on to Terry Rosen Podcast. Log on to Terry Rosen Podcast. You get updates on all of the podcasts as well as all of the new merch. We have a ton of new merch on there, and that's shipping out direct to you. So wherever you are in the world, you could get some Terry Rosen Podcast merch. And check out the book by Cookie Daniels entitled 100 Ways to Do Some Shit with some romance shit. And I'm going to edit this shit out and say it again when I get the right name.
The name of the book is Cookie's Top Secrets to Keeping It Romantic.
It's too fucking long. And also, make sure you... I'm saying this shit. Nah, I forgot. Like, what is it? Cookie's Top Secret to what?
To Keeping It Romantic.
Count down.
3, 2, 1.
And also, make sure you check out Cookie's Top Secrets to Keeping It Romantic by Cookie Daniels. It's 100 ways to keep it romantic in your relationship or your dating phase. So you don't got to just take your nigga out and suck his dick like you do every year, every month, or however often you do it. You could come with some unique shit. It's 100 different ideas. Some of them are for single people. Some of them are for people in relationships, all type of shit. And it's for men and women. Everything's in the book. Make sure you check that book out. And the link for that is going to be in the bio of this podcast. It's an ebook. Go download it, look through it. It's dope. Carry it everywhere you go. Never know when you might need to be romantic. All right. But to introduce my guest, KD is back. What's up, KD?
Hello, everybody. How's it going?
You gotta speak up, man. We outside.
I'm sorry.
Talk how you be. You let them. You be in Hue and V bar and Y bar. Is it a V bar? Did I make that up?
First of all, you don't know where I be at, so
Where you be at? No, you be at the bougie spots. You be at Soho
I don't
House.
Be nowhere. I be
and
at
you
home.
be at Roof at the Wit.
I
That's
be
where
at
you
home.
be at.
That's where I be. Anyways, hey,
Okay.
how's it going? It's KD again.
Turn her up a little bit. I don't think you got to turn.
Is
her
my
up.
voice really not that loud? Y'all can't hear me?
It's not on the same level as mine. I'm pretty sure. So
Cause I'm a lady.
even it out. Cause you a lady.
Yeah.
That's what's up, man. Not all the time, but today, that's what's up. The nails are fire. You got you're what do they call it?
What?
No,
No.
she's matching and shit. But what's the big
Oh.
word for matching? Coordinating. There you go.
Wow.
Good shit, Kev.
What's the big word?
What's
Yeah.
going on with you, Katie?
Not much. What am I supposed to be saying?
I mean, introducing yourself. Tell
Oh,
people what you do.
introduce
You got
myself.
you got a business,
Oh, okay.
you know.
I'm KD. I do makeup, lashes, all that stuff. Personal assistant too. I'm a mom. I feel like I said all this first time, but yeah.
I mean, it's cool. You back. They might have missed it.
Right.
I need a personal assistant.
I could refer someone for you.
Oh, damn. Okay. Are you not? You're not.
I'm not available. No,
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Okay. Anyway, next. Definitely refer the person to me. How do you feel about this topic, man? How do you feel about the whole idea of a person settling? Or have you ever been in a situation where you felt like a person was settling because they tried to date somebody else, then came back to you?
Yeah, or like I just didn't feel like someone's first choice, so yeah, I've definitely felt like someone has been settling for me, but I don't necessarily feel like it's always the case, but I feel like there may be like signs within the relationship that makes a person feel that way.
Okay, what are some of those signs?
Mm.
You already know what time it is.
I know. I don't know. Like, I just feel like trust is a big issue. Like, if you don't trust that person like is really coming back for the right reasons, then like you kind of do feel like they settle for you because like what was different the first time.
Okay, could it be the reason that y'all left? That person left too? Like if it's like, all right, you left me for this reason and this hasn't changed, so why are you back? Type thing.
Right, exactly.
Okay.
Like, and that's what I was gonna say next. Like, somebody will do that and like come back within like a year and a half, and it'll be like, well, nothing really is groundbreakingly different. So like, what made you feel like you had to? It just feels like people want to go do what they want to do and then come back once they ready to.
That'd be the case sometimes. With some
Yeah.
people. Not with me. So listen.
Right. Of course, not with you.
It's been times I've definitely done that for sure. It's been times where I've dated somebody and I met somebody else that was new that was like, I got to see what this is about, and then I went and jumped with them and it didn't work out and I came back.
Grass ain't always like, greener.
Yeah, but even in those situations, it's not like I'm settling for you. You was dope the whole time. I just wanted to see what that was about. You know what I'm saying?
What's settling then?
Settling is like, I don't think it's nothing else out here. Like, I think that my winning season is over and I'm trying to get what I can take before the game is over. That's what niggas be proposing to motherfuckers when they out of shape. Mm-hmm. They done maxed out their promotions. They not gonna make no more no, they not leveling up no more in life and they feel like it's a wrap. So it's like, let me go ahead, go back to my baby mama or some shit.
But I feel like people like, when did people start feel like you were settling for them? Like, it wasn't like at the stage of like where anybody was thinking about being married and all of that. So I don't think settling always means like, oh, this is gonna be my end all be all.
I do think I'm saying I think that y'all perception of what settling is wrong.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I think
well, if you want to get technical,
I think settling is literally when it's like your end all be all. Like, if a nigga still got bitches, got motion, and he trying to be with you, he ain't settling. He like you. Like, but I'll give you an example though of something that could be different, right? I used to hate when women were too emotional. That was like a big thing for me, right? And not too long ago, I kind of changed my perspective on that because I was dating women who weren't emotional at all. And I was like, I really don't like that shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, now I'm back, bitch. Like, the reason why I left you, I kind of appreciate that now. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes you do get out here and it might take a year, it might take less than a year and realize like, damn, like, even though that annoyed me, it was some positivity about it. Mm-hmm. And now that I got out here and saw the opposite, it's like, nah, I really want that. And for that one trait in particular, like dating women who were too emotional, it used to annoy me. But now I kind of realized that like the woman that's too emotional, once you get past the state of her neediness and her clinginess and you make her feel reassured to where she's not doing that as much, you'll realize that woman will cater to your needs more, because if she's she's super in touch with her emotions, she's going to be super aware of your emotions and your needs. Yeah. The chick that's not in tune with her own emotions, damn sure not going to be in tune with your emotions, and she's not going to be out here trying to figure out what you need or knowing what you need all the time. The chick who in tune with her emotions and that's overly emotional, quote unquote, is going to like, she's going to know what you need.
Yeah, for the most part, yeah, I think so. Some girls are just overly emotional just to be annoying, but
yeah, I mean,
I don't think that would just make them just such a more in tune partner just because they're overly emotional. But
it's exceptions to every rule.
Exactly.
It's
that's what I say. Most of the time, though, I do.
I say all that to say that like that's something that I might have dated somebody who was too emotional and been like, nah, I'm not fucking with you. And then when I get out here and see what's out here and I come back, you looking at me like, damn, you settling. You just trying to fuck with me because that didn't work out. It's like, no, I actually like you now.
Now.
Like I liked you before, but I really like you now because the one thing I didn't like about you, I really fuck with and appreciate and value now. So it's not a settle. It's like, it's really a level up. I just didn't know. I think the more you get to know yourself, the more you can understand the person that you're dating. You understand your needs, your wants. And I think a lot of times we put our wants over our needs, and it takes like a lot of like an ego death and a lot of things like that to realize what your real needs are. And you would be out here looking for some shit you already had.
That's very true.
You know what I'm saying?
Do you feel like women settle more for men or men settle more for women?
I think it's case by case. That's tough. That's just some human shit, I feel like. But who settles more? I think I mean, and it's this cliche thing that's like men hold the keys to relationships, and it's kind of true for the most part. Women can flip the script on that, so I'm not gonna try to make it seem like that's just the case. But for the most part, that's kind of usually the dynamic. And because of that, I would have to say that men settle more because he's the person that's deciding to be in a relationship. Because a woman might not have the option to settle. You know what I'm saying? In some cases, unless she's like dating down could be like I'm this tier of woman, but I'm finna date a nigga that's a lower caliber because I know he gonna want me. That's like
I just
women
feel
settle
like
in that way. Men settle when they're like my winning season over with. Let me go ahead and get shorty what you've been asking for the last 18 years.
yeah. And it's like women have such like a, I think women kind of settle more because women have such like a, what's the word? Like an
Disney.
expectation to be in a relationship, be married,
The Disney
start a
shit.
family.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the white picket fence idea. So I think in that case, like
Suffer from being single shamed.
exactly. You 35 and you ain't had no kids. You 35 and you ain't no man. Like women settle because of that. Like men will live their best life till they're 45, and then
But our primes are different though too, and we know that. Like male prime is usually like the prime of your money. Like all that, like looking good and being in shape, and now you bald. Like that shit don't matter. Like niggas look better and move better and get better results when they get to the prime of their finances and their career and got a little bit of youth left. So 45 might be a nigga prime versus women. Y'all prime is based on look. So it's like y'all mid 20s to mid 30s is gonna be y'all prime. You know what I'm saying? When y'all
I
see
get
them
it,
Idris
but-
Elba niggas, like them niggas is winning. Like niggas, think about it. Like nigga could be 45 fucking a 21-year-old chick. She crazy
very
over
much
this
so.
nigga.
But that's why I say I feel like women settle more because
Yeah.
men don't really have that expectation on them to like to have to settle.
Yeah. It's crazy though. Well, I guess you might have a point. I don't know. It's hard to say because I'm thinking of the situations where men settle, and I do see it a lot. But at the same time, with women, because I'm gonna say women settle more because at first I was only thinking in the term of relationships. A woman to settle would be a savage.
Exactly, just to have
So
have
in
a
that
man.
case, it's way more women settling.
Yeah, like
'Cause
it's so many reasons why a woman would settle that a man would never.
That's crazy. You think it's a form of a woman settling when she like have a baby by a nigga who don't want it and she know not gonna be with her?
I don't know. That's just
Is that a
crazy.
form of settling?
I don't think that's settling. I think
Like, I know
you're
it ain't
just
shit out
selling
here for
yourself
me.
very short.
Like I know it ain't shit out. That's what settling is. Selling yourself short.
I guess, but like women just do that to. I don't know if that's settling because
Trying
most
to keep
girls
a nigga who
know.
don't want you is settling.
Yeah, trying to keep a nigga that don't want you is settling in a sense, but it's not like they don't know that they could go get a better nigga at the same time. Like some girls just be wanting to force a baby on a nigga or to force a relationship out of a nigga. I don't think it's necessarily always settling. Yeah.
The reason why they had the baby.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm saying like I'm saying strictly when they trying to trap the nigga. That's what I'm referring to. Like
Yeah,
if you
I
trying to
guess.
trap this nigga, I think that's a form of. If you just want to have a baby because you want to have a baby, that's different.
Right.
But if you trying to trap this nigga, it's like
Yeah. But I just feel like women settle more. Case
that's tough,
closed.
man. That's tough.
Bang the gavel.
I feel like women aren't as emotionally intelligent as y'all give yourself credit for. And I think this is a prime example of that is when a woman can't separate from her ego or be mature enough to see the situation or see the nigga for what it is, as opposed to just being like, oh, I'm hurt. I feel a way that you dated this person and now you back. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel like that can be the case, but also like I feel like men just be wanting to get over stuff that you just aren't over. Like
I think that take emotional intelligence to kind of like get past stuff though, right?
but why do you have I don't know, like some things I feel like are just things you can't get past.
That's tough. You might not never take the person back, but like you could get past it though. I guess it depends on what it is.
And you know I'm
You like
I'm like
the
a
queen of
no
like
nonsense
spite.
type of girl, so
Yeah.
I don't just be letting shit go.
Yeah. You have like the
Damn, intelligence mean it's a time
Exactly. Like exactly. Like some things.
I don't even think it's necessarily a time frame, but saying I can't get past this, it's kind of like you got therapy.
I'm not saying like if I'm 55, I'm still gonna be mad over something somebody did when I was 15. But like I said, niggas be trying to like spin the block a year later and be like, "You not over that shit yet?" Like, no, I'm actually not. Fuck.
For sure.
Exactly. Like you could actually get robbed. Like what?
I ain't mad at that. I don't know. I just feel like I hate being in that situation where it's just like, all right, bitch, like not even that I can't come back. It's like it is that I can't come back, but it's like if I couldn't come back because you got a nigga, cool. If I couldn't come back because you just like not even into me on that level no more, cool. But it'd be like, nah, like I'm spinning the block, I'm fucking again, we back dating again, we back kicking it again. But when it come to like, all right, let's like make it a thing, and you like, I really feel like you only now it's a problem, like
because
you know
niggas be doing that shit though. So like.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
Niggas be like playing in your face all the time, so you have to be like on guard at all times dealing with y'all.
Yeah, I don't think I'll ever trip on a girl if I try to spin the block and she not fucking with me at all. Because there's so many reasons why, right? But it's like when you,
yeah,
man, she can have a nigga, she can have like.
Oh, I thought you meant about you. I thought you meant so many reasons about you.
Oh no. It's so many reasons why she would not want to do it again. Yeah. Like y'all saying there's so many reasons why she wouldn't let me come back in. What do y'all think about me? Like, what do y'all like? Why was y'all both thinking that? Kevin, was you thinking that too?
I was thinking that.
So what the fuck? How the fuck do y'all feel about me?
It's the way you said it.
It's the way I said it?
Yeah.
I think y'all just trying to dodge. Okay, cool. Okay. But hopefully the audience wasn't feeling that way. They know my heart.
No, they were.
They know
I hate to
heart.
break it to you. Exactly.
Nah. But to clarify, it's so many reasons why she wouldn't want to get back into it based on what she got going on in her life. So I'm not tripping if I try to spin a block and the chick not fucking with her all. But what I do be tripping off of is when I try to spin a block and you are fucking with me. It's just that you scared to, you have your reservations to take it to the next level, and it's based on what I decided to do when I was single. Like
what you left me for.
No, I left you because of you, and then I decided to do my own thing.
Oh.
And you saw it.
Excuse me.
And you feel like, oh, because that didn't work out, now you back. It's like, no. And that's another part of emotional intelligence. Except the fact that you kind of wasn't like.
But you came back.
But
so
you
was I?
You might not have had a problem.
Right.
But you might have had a problem.
Exactly. Like you trying to talk all this shit, but you're the one coming back.
I mean, yeah. You wasn't unworthy. You just had some problems. But we could fix it now.
Sounds like a pattern to me.
A pattern on my end?
It's giving pattern.
It's definitely a pattern.
Yeah, like
So
if you got all these people, you had to make a public service announcement at the beginning of the episode for all of these people to tune in to hear your side. Like it's not giving.
I
like
think that's the hardest part about like trying to healthy date now is because like I was unhealthy dating for so long, and now like my values change. And then when your values change, you look at you just look at shit different. Like damn, like. She was actually pretty dope if I paid attention to her and one fucking 4 bitches.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying?
This is tough.
But she ain't even know that though. So that's not a part of the equation because she didn't know that. But like, you know, but now that I'm like healthy dating, I'm just like, damn, like I could really see you in a different light now. But like a motherfucker can't accept that I'm seeing you in a different light. Like let the light in. And you like get on your Christian shit.
Yeah, this is crazy. I'm
get
not
on your
lie.
Christian shit. Let the light in. Like
Let the light in. Sounds like
real.
gaslighting is what it is.
What's gaslighting?
That's the light we're letting in here.
That's fucked up. That's definitely not gaslighting.
We'll let the audience decide.
I think they rolling with me.
I don't know.
I think they
Because like, why are you always spinning the block? Like, why can't you?
I don't always spin a block. I spin the block a lot, but I don't.
Okay, so what
There's
is
a lot of bitches that I'm not, because it's so when I
always
say
versus a lot? Okay,
that, but this is gonna sound horrible, but I date a lot, so my
Okay.
spinning the block rate might be like 10-20% tops. That's still a lot of people. When I say a lot, it's like in the last 4 years, I probably spent the block on maybe 4 people, but I've dated in the last 4 years probably like 20-30 people.
wow.
Like on some like kicking it, like dating, like we finna go out, like not like seriously, obviously or exclusively, but like
Right.
Like we finna go on multiple dates. The motherfuckers I could say like I was talking to this person. It's like,
But those that you
I be
have
dating.
spun the block on, were they serious relationship ish?
I would say they were more consistent situations. But even out of the most consistent situations, I wasn't spinning the block. I didn't spin the block on everything. I got a baby by a motherfucker. I ain't spin the block on. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I don't spin the block every time. Like
Right.
that's not a thing. But I think I more so spin a block on the women who I dated before, like therapy started to kick in with, like, because the girls that like let's say post therapy. I can't say post therapy because I'm still in therapy, but let's say post like me starting to like grasp on the new concepts of relationships and myself and things like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
The girls who I dated after I got more clarity, if I stopped fucking with them, I stopped fucking with them because I stopped fucking with you for a pretty good reason. I usually spin a block on the girls who I was dating before I got the clarity, and now that I have the clarity, it's like I see you differently. Da, da, da. But even before the clarity, I was still spinning the block back then too. But that's when I was spinning the block, and it was like
For the wrong reasons.
I was spinning the block for the wrong reasons. Like I was just really like,
Well,
I still like her.
I think you feel so strongly about it because you know the work you're putting in to see them in a different light. Like, not everybody can just trust that off back that you just are a changed man.
Yeah, that's for sure.
And that just comes from you having a questionable past.
And that's crazy because, like, I feel like I don't like the way you said that, but I'm gonna gloss over that and act like it didn't happen the way it happened. But like, I feel like I bring Rami up a lot. Rami be like giving me a lot of advice and shit. And Rami was like, "You can't trust a nigga that shot you not to shoot you again."
Thank you.
Like, and I was like, I get it. Like, all right, I spun the block, right? Like, I'm back, but you can't afford to trust that I changed because whatever I did really fucked you up. And it's like, you can't trust that I'm not going to do that again, regardless.
Exactly. Why would I let you play me again?
And I'm cool with that, right?
But you don't want somebody to, well, now it's your turn to get played. I'm sorry.
Nah, I've had that happen too. We can get into that next. But that's not the issue. Like, if a chick is telling me like, look, I can't trust that you won't do this again, that's even cool. I just don't want to hear that shit about you're settling because that shit with that bitch didn't work out. That's what this episode is about. Don't make it about the bitch that I was just dating. It's not about nothing else. Like, if you, again, like I said,
girls
if I
just compare themselves a lot. Let's start there. Even outside of
let's talk about that.
relationships, that's just the society we live in. We're groomed to compare ourselves a lot. Like, men are groomed to like stand out, you know, like not stand out, but like be their own man. Like, women, we gotta follow a line of things, and it's like you have to fit into what the norm is at the time. So that comes with comparing yourself to women. So when somebody leaves and then goes and does something, it's like, okay, why you ain't staying do that? Why you coming back? Like, that's what you wanted.
That's petty, queen petty.
I mean, it's not right. I'm not saying like that's always the right way to go about it at all.
Yeah.
Because like I said, there is times where, you know, people do find clarity, but you can't blame anybody for feeling that way if they do.
I hear that. What you just said something about, no, before that I said we're gonna get into that after. Oh, a girl playing me.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Sometimes it has to happen.
I think that has happened. Like, and I always say that just because you're a better person don't mean your karma not coming. Right?
Exactly.
So for like,
karma comes usually when you have become a better person.
I got it before and after.
But it hit different when you felt like you didn't grown from it. Then you be like, damn, like,
yeah. I think it hit different because you're more sensitive to it too.
Yeah, like,
I think like when I was a part of the fuckery and the bullshit,
right?
I didn't notice it because this is the norm.
I'll take that.
Like,
All right,
bitches do this shit. I do this shit. This is how this shit go. But then when you off that and you see somebody do it, it just be like, what the fuck is wrong with y'all? Like,
yes.
What the fuck is wrong with y'all? It's like I just stopped eating pork yesterday and see a nigga eating ham. Like, nigga, what are you doing? Like, what the fuck are you doing, bro? Like, you know what's in that shit? It's like, bro, I just shared a ham sandwich with you yesterday, my nigga. Like, what is you talking about? That's me right now. I'm like Brother Muhammad. Like,
that's what it sounds
sneaking
like.
ham I don't be sneaking ham though.
And like getting played by someone you play first, like it's like a humbling moment. Like,
it's not that bad.
I don't know. Not if you really like want to fuck with them then.
Yeah, I don't. It just happened to me though. It literally just happened to me, and maybe it's not that bad because like I'm just more emotionally stable. Because I think when it happened in college, I was fucked. That was my first time. I was fucked. Like,
Tell us, give us a little details.
In college.
Yeah, what happened?
So I dated a girl. I met this girl on my birthday. And I started dating her. My birthday is September 26th, right? I met this girl in college my freshman year. Just got there. And it was some extra shit because her friend, she had a friend that was dating my roommate, right? So I knew the friend, I knew the roommate. I ran into the girl a few times, thought she was gorgeous, never like really had a conversation with her, right? So her friend is dating my roommate. Her friend is thirsty for my roommate. So she wants to try to get me to talk to one of her friends so she could come over more.
Yeah.
Now, mind you, they're all juniors and seniors. I'm a freshman, right? But I started college late, so I'm just their age type shit. So now I'm coming into this situation, and she's basically going through her friends, swiping through, like, which one you want? Type shit. Like, just
she
pick
pimping
one.
her
Which one you
friends
want?
out.
Yeah. Because I'm like the new nigga on with the cool kids. They're like, these bitches gonna go. Like, which one of these hoes you want?
Wow.
So I pick the girl, right? So I pick her. We go out, we kick it, we vibe, everything cool. Now, Sweetest Day is what, maybe 3 weeks away from my birthday? The third weekend of October?
I don't know.
You don't know because you don't buy nigga shit. That's fucked up.
Third Saturday in October.
No,
So that's about
my boots.
a month off my birthday, right? Or 3 weeks off my birthday. Now, prior to meeting this young lady and prior to coming to college, I was dating a chick for 4 years. So the chick I was dating for 4 years, I had told her, like, hey, you can come to my school for Sweetest Day.
Ooh,
This is before I met the girl, right?
messy.
So, but we weren't in a relationship anymore. We were exes, but it was
Right.
just like, hey, you could come out. Because we broke up amicably. It was cool, right? So I'm like, hey, you could come out for Sweetest Day. But we wasn't. But when I got down there, we weren't really talking to shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Meet the new girl, kick with the new girl. I don't feel like it's nothing wrong with that, right? Like I'm single. I'm doing nothing wrong with that. So when Sweetest Day come around, I'm like, damn, I got this decision because like this new girl, she's just not like a fresh new girl because we've damn near been together every day for these last 3 weeks. So it's like a thing.
Yeah.
It's not like a thing I could just like not call you for why she
that's
down
that
here.
college
Like,
shit.
It's a thing. The college shit when you
ain't-
live
you
next
ain't
door
hard
to
to find.
Yeah, you live on the next block from a motherfucker. Anyway, fast forward. The girl, I let the girl come down Sweetest Day, but I'm telling my homies like, bro, I don't know what the fuck to do, how to tell the chick I'm dating that I got this girl coming down here, and they was like, nigga, just lie and say you went back to Chicago for the weekend. I'm like, I like her. I don't want to lie to her. This is like innocent
And then
Terry at the time.
how were you gonna like avoid her? Like you just
Like,
gonna be
it's
in
the
the
weekend.
house the whole weekend?
I would have went out and shit, but she ain't got a nigga to go out with. She's gonna be. She might did have a nigga to go out with. I don't know, but it wasn't. I felt like I could have easily avoided her like that weekend. Like it's so many low key spots in Carbon that I could have easily avoided her. But anyway, I'm like I like her. I'm gonna tell her the truth because this is Angel innocent. I've never had my heart broken. I don't lie to women. If you're a virgin, I'm not even gonna try to fuck type Terry type shit. I was tripping. So anyway, I tell her the truth, and she like, damn, like, so what you want? I can't call you the whole weekend. You gonna be with a bitch, like
Ooh,
you know,
that's
she
tough.
was sick.
Yeah.
She a Taurus. So
I already know where this is going then.
yeah. So basically, the girl leaves, and then we get right back on track, or so I thought. And we're
She
dating,
did her big one.
everything cool, and she go home for Christmas break. And the day she get home from Christmas break, my phone just blow up like at 8:00 at night. And one was like, man, I thought don't you talk to Shorty? Don't you fuck with her? Because everybody knew we was dating at this point. So they like, I'm like, yeah, they like, she just posted a picture on a date with a nigga. The nigga like face, it's not like, you know how you do it now with the like my plate and like who am I with? It's like she with the nigga.
No,
It's like she posted this nigga like it was her nigga. I'm like, who the fuck is this nigga? Like, what the fuck is going on? And she's like, oh, we single, you know. Like,
What you mean?
I thought it was like played me. Like I was sick. And she kept like talking to the nigga too. Like it was like a thing. Like she kept, it wasn't like a one time, like she got down on me. It was bad. It was really bad. But the fucked up part was that I didn't know, and I found out years later. The day we met, she had a boyfriend of 6 years that she had a bitch call her and had her nigga and put her nigga on the phone. Like, tell her you don't want to be with her.
Oh.
And the nigga was like, I don't want to be with you. Don't want to. So this has happened on my birthday. So the day that we went out, her friends had to like stop her from crying all day.
I would
and be
never
like,
recover from
you should
that.
just go out with this new nigga Terry. Woo woo. So I'm meeting her on some like, I had no idea this shit happened. to like years
Sheesh.
from now. Yeah, it's crazy.
That's tough. She's strong for that because I would have been sick.
Yeah. So
no going
and then
out.
I found out that the nigga that she went on a date with, it was a nigga that she knew that nigga was gonna be pressed about. So it really just happened.
She was double teaming.
It really just happened at my expense. Like it really was. She was like, "This shit wasn't even about you. You really just caught her straight."
You just caught her
And
straight.
I probably wouldn't have done it if you wouldn't about the bitch down there. But I didn't. It really made me not give a fuck.
She killed two birds with one stone. I like her style. I like
So,
her style.
It was fucked up because I like really internalized the whole date thing.
Yeah.
It's like, damn, she just really played. I was sick. Like I was.
You was crying.
This is a way longer story than I did. I was in a dark. I did a lot of sick shit. Most of the sick shit that I talk about on this podcast, I did during that time. Like I fucked the bitch to stalk her.
Oh, I've heard this story before.
Yeah, that's her.
That's
Like,
insane.
It was crazy. It was crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah. I had a lookout apartment. I had to like fuck this bitch to be able to look out because she had the prime view of my chick apartment.
That's like what's the show? You? Yes, Joe.
I was on my Joe shit. I ain't kill nobody. I could. That's how me and TJ got close too. Like one day I was like, the nigga was there, and I knew the nigga was there, and I like I was like, man, I'm gonna go over there and whip that nigga. And TJ like, nah, bro, just go ahead, like go to sleep. It's all good. It's like 11 o'clock, nigga. Like just go to sleep.
I think we tired.
I'm like, all right. Everybody go in their room. I creep out my room to go whoop the nigga. Like I hop in the
Wow,
car.
she had
She
you
live on the next
down
block, so
bad.
I hop in the car. I go around the block. When I spin the block, TJ come running through the alley like, no, like, G, what the fuck? Like, let me whoop this nigga. Like, what are you
Bro,
doing? Like,
I'm
that's just crazy.
dead.
That's not, that like shit like that is why we got like super cool though.
TJ is
He ain't let me go outside.
hilarious.
Yeah. I'm like,
He knew you was finna get your ass whooped.
nah, I think I was straight. I think I was straight. But back to the topic,
Right.
the actual topic at hand.
That was me. I'm sorry. I just want to know the story.
Yeah, but recently I got played by a chick who it was nowhere near that deep, right? It's nowhere near that deep. But I dated her in like 2020, and that was like around the time I was like kind of really wilding, but probably not the worst ever, but I was kind of like doing my thing or whatever. And we talked, and our situation was very unserious to me because it's just like I was talking to other people that I liked a lot more. You know what I'm saying? But she was still dope though. And I don't know, I just was doing whatever shit. I was just doing whatever. Her feelings was always hurt about some shit I was doing. I'm just like, I'm single, you're super fucking emotional, I don't get it. Whatever. So like we ended up stopping talking. I didn't really care too much about it. And then we started talking again. I dated the chick a couple times. I feel like each time that we kind of dated afterwards, I kind of like was a little bit more into her. But this most recent time, you know, like I'm kind of coming correct now. Like I'm like, all right, if we gonna talk for real and shit like that. And I don't know if it was like she felt like it was her trying to play me, or it's like now that I'm paying more attention to you, I see the shit that you really be on. But before, I didn't give a fuck to ever pay attention enough to notice if you was talking to another nigga or whatever you had going on. But now, like, I'm more in a healthy space, so I'm really focused on you. I'm not really talking to other people. And like that shit didn't hold up for shit. Like she was like, and my thing to her was like, just because I'm in a space where I don't want to talk to multiple people, like I'm single, that's just the choice I'm choosing to make, right? And that doesn't mean that I won't like kick it out at a bar or whatever like that. I'm just not trying to fuck nobody else, or I'm not trying to like spend quality time. I'm not doing none of that extra shit, right? So that's where I was. But I'm telling her like, I don't give a fuck what you do, because I'm not ready to be your nigga. If you ask me to be your nigga today, I'm gonna say no, regardless of what else I got going on. I'm just not ready for that. So because of that, I'm not gonna trip off whatever you do, right? But don't play me to the left for a nigga.
Oh, brother.
That's it. That's a very like simple boundary. Like have your shit organized. Like don't like. I think one of the things, I can't remember the first thing she did that made me, because she did something that made me tell her that like, don't play me to the left for a nigga. But the second thing she did after I told her that, which would make me smoke her, was she invited me to a birthday party, and she told me to come like maybe 2 weeks ahead of time. She's like, I need you to bring this wine. Don't bring no cheap wine. Make sure you bring like this type of wine. Da da da. My dumb ass go get the wine, the flowers, da da da, all this other shit, little gift, all this shit. And I'm damn near on my way there, and she like, I kind of don't want you to come.
Damn.
Ooh. And it was obvious because it was just like a nigga there that she ain't want me to run into type shit. And I'm just like, this is kind of what I mean. Like, you could have told me not to come. We could have did some shit a different day. We could have did some shit after. I wouldn't have gave a fuck. but it's like you kind of just played me to the left for a nigga,
Yeah.
like you know what I'm saying? Because you ain't have your
Definitely
shit,
did.
you ain't have your shit together. So that's kind of like where I be at with shit.
Yeah, she bogus for that. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, but it ain't like hurt and no shit like that. It was just like, damn, bitch, I thought we was finna talk for real. You got great vagina and head, and she's like really cool and emotional, and I like it. I like her. She's like natural. I liked her, but it be like that sometimes, man.
Yeah, it does.
I don't know.
Okay, we've talked a lot about like women settling for men, but like, what is it like the opposite way? Like, do men ever feel like somebody spun the block for the wrong reason and feel like they settling for them?
Oh yeah, I think I felt like that before. I felt like that with a chick before.
So, what do you think the difference is, like from how you moving and you don't want people to feel that about you versus how you felt when it
I
happened
think I
to
thought
you?
about it wrong as well. I think I was too concerned about. I feel like I was in the wrong space as well, and I was out of bounds. I feel like I should have just been worried about myself and whether this person liked me or not whether or not why that situation didn't work and why they back
Yeah.
or whatever like that. Because at the end of the day, she could have went and dated anybody. You know what I'm saying? But at the time,
That's
I'm
true.
looking at it like, oh, well, you're dating me because you're more comfortable. But in reality, like people at certain times do take the path of least resistance sometimes. But am I the path of least resistance? And I think in that situation, I wasn't. Like, because we have problems in our situation. So it's like the path of least resistance is to date a new motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Like, because
That's true.
it ain't no uphill battle to like.
Sometimes, because sometimes people be like, I'm not finna like start over with somebody learning their favorite color type shit. So that would be like resistance with starting over, because it's like you gotta get to know somebody all over again. You gotta do all this shit. And I
But
should
she
just stay
dated
with
like
you.
old Terry that was like fucking bitches left and right and shit. I'm not the passive least resistance. I know I'm not. I know you have a way easier time dating a brand new nigga than dating a nigga who
Okay,
you know
I'll give you that.
or who you feel like could do some crazy shit. You know what I'm saying? So
I feel like sometimes women feel like the man settle for them because a man could like make you insecure about whatever like y'all broke up about. And so when they come back, it's like you questioning yourself almost like, why are you coming back to me if you didn't like the way I did this, or you had all these problems and like you had me feeling all type of like insecure, questioning myself. So like that could make somebody feel like that too.
absolutely, and I think that it's tough, but I think that you know sometimes a nigga do, like he might have felt all of those ways, but sometimes when you get so caught up in your relationship, you just be petty, like or you just be annoyed or irritated. So it's like you get that space and realize like I really was kind of tripping. That shit wasn't that big of a deal. Like
Right.
the way she chew her food ain't really that bad. Like I'm back in the streets. These bitches wild out here. Like you know what I'm saying? Like I could have dealt with her smacking on that food a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I think that it's crazy because when you in love, and we fall in and out of love in relationships. But when you in love in a relationship, all of that shit that annoy you kind of become kind of cute and funny. And then when you fall out of love, but y'all
You
still
be
together,
irritated, right?
you be so irritated by the
Ugh.
same shit that was funny 2 months ago.
Yeah,
She's
that's
like,
true.
bitch, I hate your laugh. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's just kind of like maybe that goes to keeping shit fresh, making sure y'all keep the liking
Yeah.
of each other. You know what I'm saying? Because you could love somebody and not like them, and kind of if you're gonna be with somebody long term in a marriage or something, you kind of gotta learn to just kind of like sit through those periods because it ain't always gonna be roses and shit.
Yeah, and I feel like if you do spin the block, like you have to kind of like come with something fresh and different than how you came the last time. Like you can't just come expecting the shit to just be like, you kind of got to
Went to
do it up
therapy.
a little bit. So what? Fuck
Went to
your therapy,
babe.
right? Like
That's how niggas be
exactly.
coming. That's
Like
how niggas be coming
don't
back.
nobody want to hear that. Like you got to
babe,
kind of
I read the 4 agreements.
impress me a little bit more to make me feel like, okay, you really want this time. Like you're not about to waste my time.
What
And
can
niggas don't be wanting to go like above and beyond to show you that.
I am. If I want to beat the chick, I would. But what? Give me an example of something that a guy could do to show somebody that like, all right, I'm dead ass about this.
I don't don't know. I hate when you want examples for things.
I don't think it is an example for it. I think it's consistency.
Yeah, consistency for sure. I think like you just have to come different than how you were before. Whatever that means, like you got to do it times 10 this time.
You know what I think it comes down to? I think that person got to see you being different apart from them, like in your life.
That like, too, for sure.
Because I feel like if you try to come at them different, it's gonna feel like a facade. No matter what the fuck you do, you can drop off flowers at their job, do all the shit you never done before. It's gonna feel like you front running and you just doing this to get me back in this position.
Yeah.
But I feel like if they see you just genuinely doing better in your own life, and like whether if you was a weed head before, now you don't smoke no more, whether you was like, what?
I just felt attacked.
I'm just saying, whatever it is, like you know how niggas make changes. Let's say alcoholic. Fuck it. Let's say alcoholic.
Hey, maybe they stop eating meat.
Okay, there you go. I don't got nothing against weed for everybody out there, whatever. But just an example, like it, you know, whatever it is that you was doing, whether you break a habit, let's just say you broke a habit, or let's just say you whatever, you just moving different. Even if you go be faithful to another bitch or some shit. I don't know, maybe not.
Wait, what?
Maybe you was like a cheater.
You almost don't change by being faithful to this bitch.
Hell no.
Not, but that's the thing. The thing is not to show her. The thing is just to be you.
Okay, and
like
then
independent of like I'm not doing
this
this to show you anything. I'm just genuinely being me in my life, and my life is better. Yeah, and then they see that, and
right?
Can acknowledge it. Maybe they be like, okay.
Yeah, it's nothing like upgrading your life to get your bitch back. I mean, like
for sure.
That's a pretty good key.
For sure. Literally, she know this upgrade come with more bitches.
It does. No, that's the risk. That's the risk you take by taking your nigga back. Like
he could upgrade.
Right? He could glow up and just overdo it. Like, hold on now. Like, oh no,
I feel like this is coming from personal experience. This sounds a little personal to you.
No, not really.
Nigga glowed up and came back.
Niggas ain't never glowed up on me, but
okay.
Yeah, I do the glowing.
Okay.
No, but yeah, that is the risk you take. But I just feel like you have to show the person that you like really focused on them, and not just like, oh, like I'm in your face all day, but just like you taking the lead in making the relationship what it is. And if they still feel like you settling for them, then shit, it just ain't meant to work after all of that.
Yeah. That's the thing too. Is like knowing when to say when,
like you just gotta cut it loose.
The fuck out. Like it's over with.
Like people don't know when to like just leave. Like y'all, it just is not working. Like a lot of people just be trying to force shit that's really not supposed to be forced. Yeah. In my opinion.
Yeah, and then a lot of times when it comes to spinning the block shit, and this ain't specifically about spinning the block, but I'm just gonna throw this out there. A lot of times motherfuckers just be needing space. It ain't even that this shit not gonna work or it's never gonna work or whatever. Sometimes motherfuckers just be needing that space to kind of like be them and, you know, get back to they self or whatever the case may be before they.
Yeah, because sometimes you just end up like in a relationship on accident and just be like, whoa.
Yeah.
When did we even do all of this? Like, and then people don't be ready for that for real. So I could see like, you know, you don't be ready and then you go do something else. Now you are ready. I don't know.
They be like that.
I don't spin blocks, so I wouldn't know. But
you don't ever spin a block?
No.
Damn, that's fucked up.
It's very rare.
That's fucked up. Why not? What's your reason? What's your logic behind that?
Because I hold grudges and I don't really get over shit, like I said earlier.
You're just emotionally unintelligent.
No,
I'm just joking. I sound like dude.
I know my who. Oh yeah. Oh my God. I know my boundaries and like Jonah Hill. No, I'm just saying because he was tripping. But I know my boundaries and it's like if
Shout out Jonah Hill.
No, I shouldn't even said that. But that was the topic going on right now. But I just like certain things like you can't play with me like that. Like I'll never like I'm not forgiving that. I'm not getting over it. So next.
Okay. That's fair.
I've tried. Doesn't work. I always just like I be sleep and then it just be like on my mind. And now I got an attitude for another week and a half. Like who wants to keep dealing with that? Like just don't play with me the first time and we'll be great.
You ever heard of Diana Jean Lewis?
Who?
My therapist. Her name is Diana Jean Lewis.
Good one. I'll give her a call.
Yeah, she dope.
I don't know. I don't feel like it's wrong to not want to give somebody that fucked with you another chance.
I don't think it's wrong either.
That's all I'm saying.
I think
like,
you can let it go and still not give another chance.
Okay, my point was I don't spend blocks. So
Gotcha.
I can let whatever go, but I'm not letting it go to the point where I'm going to date you again.
That's fair. That's fair. As long as you let it go. And Diana can help you with that. She can even fix tourists.
No, Diana can help you with whatever you got going on.
She can. She does. Shout out
Great.
to Diana. Shout out
Love
Diana.
that for you.
I appreciate y'all for tuning into the episode. We will be at City Winery in Atlanta on August 17th. Make sure y'all pull up to that if y'all listening in Atlanta. If you're not listening to Atlanta, book a fucking flight, bitch. You'll book a flight to anywhere else that you
Okay.
want to go. Book a flight. Nigga, meet us there. Lyra and Lionel might be there. We're trying to confirm them right now. I gotta say might because I probably shouldn't have said that at all. But I'm actually gonna call them an hour after this show and we're gonna see if they're gonna come. Shout out to Lyra and Lionel. I'm definitely not saying their name. That's a fucking bomb drop. But it's gonna be some special guests there, right? And all those special guests may or may not be from Atlanta, but they're gonna be there. We're gonna be there. Make sure y'all show up to that. FC week is the 3rd week of August. So all my people in Chicago, the tickets will be available soon for the events for FC weekend. Not the week because we're getting fucking old. We tired of that shit.
Yeah, that's a lot.
So we're gonna do a 3-day weekend this year. The events are the tickets to those events are gonna be available soon. Make sure y'all check out terryrosen.com. Make sure y'all check out the book by Cookie Daniels about the 100 ways to do the romantic thing. That's in the comments below. It's a long ass title. I'm not gonna say it again. And yeah, you got anything for them?
Follow me on Instagram. It's me, KAYYYDEE.
Are you gonna be on at FC week?
I might, pop in.
We've never missed the FC week.
No, I've only been, no, I think the first one y'all had, I didn't know you.
I met you at the first one.
Oh, really? That was the first one?
That's the first
Oh.
one. Yeah.
I didn't know.
Yeah. But
So
here
you
we
have,
are. Huh?
Dang, I don't think I've been to everyone.
You have.
Oh, maybe I have.
It's only been 2.
It's only been 2?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You've been there.
So you had some years where you didn't have it.
Only one. We haven't known each other that long.
Oh, why do I feel like we have? I don't know.
You love me. I love you. And it's okay. And we out.